My name's Zio, and you know what time it is. That's right, we got us another headline to unpack here. Our man Hero is back once again to give us a scoop for what's in store for the month of June. June 7th brings us the long-awaited creative spaces, where we can build to our heart's content on our own private island. And of course we can copy and paste these edifices as designs. And of course we can add special mechanics to these structures thanks to the Connect system. And of course building is made even better with friends. They gave us a brief rundown on Genesis points, or GP. You can use these points for items like Ajax Armor and Aegis Integra in addition to build items. You earn these points by doing certain tasks or through the GP tree. Some old favorite furnishings from base PSO2 are making a comeback, and you can pick those up for SG. They showed us some pretty cool looking resort themed parts. Now, a certain blue hedgehog has a birthday coming up in the month of June. So how about a Sonic costume and some Sonic themed build parts to go with that? I gotta give it to him here, these look pretty cool. Now both the resort and the Sonic themed parts will be purchasable through AC. Hey, they gotta keep the lights on somehow, right? So Zephetto dropped some pretty huge bombshells on us after our confrontation in Lucille. Chapter 6 Part 1 has the leaders on Halpha learning about this and developing a counter strategy against the Starless. Sussy Girl Manon is conspicuously absent here. Going forward, they plan on splitting story chapters into multiple parts. They're also making some adjustments to previous story chapters. Task EXP rewards are getting rebalanced, especially the ones from Gaiden. They're also getting rid of battle power requirements and damage attenuation for main story quests. They also showcased some of the new skills that everyone's getting. A few classes are getting meter skills if they don't have one already. A few of these involve following up certain moves with normal attacks. Since we have all the regions and all the cocoons, I'm curious as to how they plan on adding additional skill points going forward. I guess story progression would make the most sense here. Like finishing the story quest in this update gives you 5 SP or something like that. The new wand skill for Tector looks pretty interesting. This is also when we're getting the portable holograms and cell shading that Kimura-san showed us last headline. Players can have several holograms up at once, but there's a cost restriction. For the cell shading, they said this effect will apply to both players and NPCs, but certain objects will not have the effect applied to it. June also brings us some really nice quality of life features. A lot of folks have wanted an option to adjust the depth of field in-game. Well, here it is with easy photo mode. And now we can have photo rooms in towns. Now we can change how clothing spreads over the waistline. I wonder if this is going to induce clipping with some outfits. Whenever we get new skill points, we'll now be able to divvy them up on the fly. So no more special items to reallocate skill points. Now, people are speculating that this was added because going forward they plan on adding more skills but giving us fewer skill points. Made a typo in your shop search? Well, don't trip. The shop search is getting an upgrade to show the closest match. June 14th brings us level 75 and introduces us to the Starless. These guys fight an awful lot like the dolls we've been fighting this whole time. I guess from a lore standpoint, Zephetto had to base them off of something, right? We're also getting the 9-star Tisa series weapons. There's also the new Giga Strugman Exchange shop. You can buy augment capsules as well as some really sweet weapon camos. Previously, these were only available in Japan via the companion app PSO2NGS. Wait, hold up. Garudo Mira? Excuse me? Baking powder? Shouldn't that be Gold Milla? In addition to level 75, both combat zones in Alio are getting a new rank with mobs at level 70. There is also a new field mechanic in Rezel Forest. Featured item drops show you what kind of loot you can get in a given zone now. So in accordance with the new level cap, Gigantics in Alio will be level 79. They come in Starless flavor too. We also have Starless Recon Gigantics patrolling the exploration zones. There's also a new field object called Myron that gives you 2A and 2B photon chunks. Both forms of Dark Falls are getting level 75 versions that have their own specific titles. You can also upgrade your gear to plus 70, which grants you a 6th augment slot. On June 21st, Central City gets decked out for Sonic's birthday. There's also a brand new Sonic themed limited time quest that has us running around, fighting enemies, collecting rings, and of course Chaos Emeralds. This one looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. There's also a number of pretty cool Sonic themed goodies. June 21st also brings us a new dual quest with a powerful boss. The rules are the same here. You've got 5 minutes to bust this guy up, and it hits super hard. And once again, you'll need special equipment to tip the scales in your favor. So that was June. Now for everyone's favorite part, the operation report. We were told we could revisit the prologue again. How's that coming along? Well, that's coming up in August. So we have Tough as Nails solo content. But where is that for parties? They're giving us a new challenging party quest in August, complete with its own boss. And you won't need special equipment for that. People are saying the combat in this game relies too much on blocking and sidestepping, and they're wondering if there are plans to address this. They plan on adding content that'll require different combat strategies, like a boss with attacks that can't be blocked or sidestepped. Could you implement a feature that lets us check our DPS in-game? Rejoice, min-maxers, the answer is yes. This has been something people have wanted for quite some time. Switching weapons to use active skills while using multi-weapons is inconvenient. SEGA, please fix. They're planning on making it so you don't have to switch weapons to use active skills like Jet Sweep Jolt. Next headline is June 27th. All in all, I thought this one was decent. Not the best, but not the worst. I guess them flat out calling it version 2 is a bit misleading. I could understand people feeling that way, and maybe that wasn't such a great marketing decision on Sega's part. And then you have certain people in this community where you wonder why they're even playing still. There's literally nothing you can say to those people without coming off as being dismissive. So now I ask you, gentle viewer, what are you looking forward to the most? You know how much I love chopping it up with you guys in the comment section and on the streams. As always, thank you so much for watching and for the continued support. I hope you enjoy version 2 as well as the rest of your day. And remember, to thine own self be true. Until next time, farewell.